Hello everyone, it's Rachel. Welcome to my channel and to today's video. For today, I'm going to be talking with you guys about some baby items I regret purchasing. But before we get into it, I just want to introduce myself to those of you who are new. Hello, my name is Rachel. I produce motherhood and lifestyle content here on YouTube. I have a 6-month-old son, and every Tuesday I upload a vlog just of kind of like my life as a mom, stay-at-home mom. And then on Saturdays, I do more of these sit-down chatty videos. If you have not subscribed, I love it if you would and follow along with my channel and my family. But for today, we are going to be talking about baby items, and like I said, baby items I regret purchasing. I wish I could say that I loved every baby item I bought, but that would not be true. There are so many great baby products out there, so many great baby items, but some of them just don't really work for me and for my baby. And I wish I had thought through the purchase a little bit more before going ahead and buying them, looked at other alternatives or looked at reviews. So in this video, I'm going to share with you guys what those items are. Now, I do want to mention that if you own any of these items or you're really wanting to get any of these items, that is totally fine. Every situation and family and baby is different, and you will love items that may not work well for me. So I'm not saying that these items don't work or are bad or anything like that. I'm just saying they weren't really the best for my family. So if you are planning to get them, you go right ahead. And with that said, let's go ahead and get started. So the first item that I kind of regret buying was muslin swaddles. I had a really hard time finding swaddles. I just found them to be a bit pricey. So I went for some muslin swaddles that I found that were really cute, a nice pattern, and they were for a good price. But I kind of wish I had spent the money on a nice cotton swaddle instead, just because I have found that the muslin swaddles just don't swaddle as well as the cotton one. We have one cotton blanket, and that is our most used favorite swaddle. That's the one Tobias uses pretty much every night for nap time, unless we need like a thicker blanket, just because it swaddles so nicely. When he was a newborn, the muslin swaddles worked great, but when he got to be a little bit older, he would try to pull his arms out of his swaddle. That wasn't really great because then he would wake himself up with his reflex where he'd fling his arms open, and so he was waking up a lot, and we just found that when he was swaddled nice and snug, he didn't wake up as much. But the muslin swaddles just didn't get a tight enough, snug enough swaddle to keep his arms in. But we found that the cotton swaddle did a really good job. So I kind of wish I had just spent the little extra money on a cotton swaddle. That would have just worked so much better, and we would have loved so much more than the muslin ones I reverted to. Item number 2 is a short pacifier clip. I was looking for a pacifier clip, and I had a specific one in mind, a specific style and kind I wanted, and I found it at this company called Kai and Ben. It's a Canadian company. They're based in Manitoba. I just thought these little clips were so cute, and they're really great quality. The beads, they're wood and silicone, and he can teeth on them, and the clip is a really good quality. Like, it's a sturdy clip. The only thing I have is that I bought it in a short size. I believe this is a size bébé, and I kind of wish I had bought a bit of a longer one, just because I find that you have to clip it up closer to his head, and then if he turns his head, it pulls the soother out of his mouth because it doesn't reach that far. It works, it's just it could work better if it was a little bit longer. Now, I feel like I would still definitely buy from the same company just because I find this is such good quality. It's great. I love it. I have no complaints with the actual clip. I just wish I had bought it in a longer size. And the reason I didn't originally, because I didn't think all of those things through. I thought it's a shorter clip, like that's no big deal. And it was a little bit cheaper. So again, I was trying to save money, and that did not work out in my favor. So I will link this company for you guys down below just because I really love this clip. I think I've talked about it in at least one other video, like my diaper bag, what I put in my diaper bag. I can link that video down below for you guys as well. But really love this clip. Just wish I had spent the extra money and got it just a little bit longer. Item number 3 is a changing pad with a fabric cover. Our change pad actually came with the furniture we got for the nursery. We got a dresser, rocking chair, and crib, and it came with the changing pad as well as one cover for it. And it works well. The only thing is I found that the fabric covers did not work for us. Just because I'd put a cover on and then the next diaper change, he would like pee all over it, poop all over it. I'd change it again, it would get dirty again. I just found I was constantly going through them and I only had 3. And by the end of the day, I had no more covers left to put on it. So I just found that to be kind of pointless for us. It just didn't really work. I actually just resorted to just having it plain with no cover because the actual changing pad is waterproof and wipeable, and it's just so much easier to clean up if he pees or poops on it. Just do a quick wipe down and it's all good to go again. Whereas the covers, it's just creating a whole bunch of laundry. It's so much messier. And then you have to have the hassle of like taking it off, put another one back on, and it just really didn't work for us. Plus another little complaint I have about it is just that the sides are raised, but the back is not raised. So I'm always a little worried about him like pushing himself off the dresser, or now that he's like moving around more, he'll kind of roll over and climb towards the edge and try to like grab the lampstand that's there, and it just makes me really uncomfortable. I wish it had a bit more of a lip just so I didn't have to worry about him like sliding and falling off. Item number 4, and maybe or maybe not, this is something you can relate to, but buying so many onesies. I went a little bit overboard when I was shopping for baby clothes because I had read a couple places like you're gonna need to change them a lot, so you need like a lot of onesies. So I went and bought a lot of onesies. But I bought a little bit too much, and I found that when Tobias was born, for the first like at least 2 months, we had him mostly in sleepers just because it was easier for diaper changes, and it's just what we happened to change him into when he got dirty. We just put him in another sleeper, even if it wasn't bedtime. It was just what we ended up doing, and it was the easiest. So I had so many onesies, and some of them he only ended up wearing a couple times before he outgrew them. And it just seemed like a bit of a waste. Whereas with sleepers, there were so many times when I was almost running out of sleepers. I had like 1 left, or they were all in the laundry and I had to do laundry that day. I could have spent that money on the onesies, on the sleepers instead. But it's so hard because when you're shopping for baby clothes, all the little outfits look so cute. And you know, sleepers, you're kind of thinking like, oh, they'll wear that when they go to bed. But no, for the first couple months, he was living in sleepers. I wish I had not bought so many onesies and had spent it on sleepers instead, or just saved it for other items that we needed to purchase later. And number 5 is like a mesh bather. I don't know exactly what they're called. I think we got a Jolly Jumper Easy Bath. I think that's what it's called. It's like this mesh thing. I'll leave a picture for it here because I really can't describe it. Anyways, we got one of those for him for bath time, and we used it once, and he did not enjoy it at all. He cried the whole time, not a fan. I think he got really cold, like towards the end, he was like shivering, which that didn't make me very comfortable because I was worried he was gonna like catch a chill or something. He was fine. Our experience with it was not that great. I think it was partially because I had trouble getting the tub full enough to keep him warm, and so he was cold and uncomfortable. It just really didn't work for us. Someone from the church actually ended up giving us a tub, like a little baby tub, and he loved bath time after that. He never cries anymore during bath time. He just sits there splashing around in the water. He's totally happy. Even like when pulling him out of the water to get him dry, he's fine. That purchase, I wish I had looked at other options instead of just resorting to, oh, there's an option here, let's get it because we need something. That was kind of a waste of money since we only used it the once and didn't go over very well. And the last item was Vaseline. And this isn't really that big of a deal. It doesn't really matter that much, but when we were in the hospital, they gave us a little thing of Vaseline to use for Tobias's bum because the meconium that they produce when they're newborn, it like sticks. It's really sticky, and the Vaseline helped keep it from sticking to his bum so we could wipe it off easily during diaper changes. So we kind of figured like, oh, we're gonna need lots of this. We bought this big thing of Vaseline, and then he stopped producing the meconium and we suddenly didn't need it anymore. We had a diaper rash cream that we really like to use. It's the Hello Bello brand. I just really love that brand. The rash cream they have works really well. We were kind of thinking that we were gonna be using Vaseline for like our entire diapering journey, but No. And now we've just got this massive thing of Vaseline sitting there. Kind of wish we hadn't just rushed into that and assumed we were gonna need it, because we still have that little thing from the hospital not fully used up. So I wish we had stuck with that and waited until we needed to get the big thing of it instead of just buying it right off the bat. Like I said, that's not a big deal, but still, that is still a purchase I regret making. I think that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and for being here. If you like this video or found it helpful, be sure to leave it a thumbs up. And I'd like to hear in the comments down below, what are some purchases you regret making for your baby, or some baby items you regret buying? I'd love to hear from you. Also, if you haven't already, I'd love it if you would subscribe and hit the bell button so you don't miss my videos when they come out. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.